The chain gang is Brett Jans and Pastor Speed. The administrator on duty is Austin Kemner.
Okay, Bucks, you're going to have to keep
Now, would
rolling.
you
They're
please
starting the
remain
national
standing for
anthem
the
and they
singing
walk
of our
the flag
national
on,
anthem.
so it's going to take us.
Proper respect is to face the flag,
Just
remove
keep
your
them-
cap or
keep the
hat, and
commercials
stand at
running.
attention with your right hand
Even if
over
there's a
your heart.
back-to-game liner, just go right
Veterans
back
and
to
active military not in uniform may also salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight our national anthem is being sung by members of the Wolsey-Wessington High School Choir.
Okay, after this one's fine. Feels.
Ladies and gentlemen, the colors today were presented by the American Legion Post 59 out of Wolsey. The anthem
After this one, I think
was sung by the Wolsey-Wessington High School Choir.
I hope that doesn't keep happening.
Now, the team captains will meet at midfield for the opening coin toss.
Okay, your broadcasting. I wonder if it's hooked up to this. We'll have to see. And welcome back to Wolsey. It's set for kickoff here, an afternoon game here, a 4 p.m. start as we get set here for the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds homecoming football game. They welcome in Colman-Egan. Colman-Egan looking for their first victory on the season, 0-4. We'll take a look at starting lineups in a moment. Of course, the Warbirds come in at 2-2, snuck their bye week in between a couple of tough losses, and I'll talk more about that here as we progress through this game. Of course, the officials brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Officials for tonight's game: Matt Clark, Wade Stobbs, Doug Peets, Jeremy James, and Ryan Heisinger. Again, the crew here tonight: Matt Clark, Wade Stobbs, Doug Peets, Jeremy James, Ryan Heisinger. They are the law on the field. As always, it's brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. It appears the Warbirds won the toss and deferred, and Colman-Egan is going to take the football. So we'll see the Hawks offense out there first. No? Did I get it wrong? The other way? Oh, it's not connected. Okay. All right, so we're getting ready here for Colman-Egan to get this thing underway. So Colman-Egan offensively. Carson Volker, the center. Thomas Lohr is a guard. Alex Ustanko. Wings, they'll run double wing a lot. Braden Weiss and Hayden Pearson. The wideouts are Jackson Wright and Jace Mosel. Jack Mosel, the quarterback, and Johnny Keys at running back. For Wolsey-Wessington, we'll see Caden Carter, Isaiah Sabalier, Cade Van Buskirk, that front three. Austin White, Colin Hughes, Moshe Richmond, the linebacking core, Peyton Rainford, Ashton Hill, and Caleb Richmond making up the defensive backfield as we get set for kickoff here. And again, Colman-Egan win the toss. The Warbirds win, defer, and the Warbirds are going to start off on defense. They'll get set to kick it away, right to left. Warbirds wearing the camo unis again tonight. It looks like it with the yellow numbers. Colman-Egan kind of similar color scheme. They're on the road here with black pants, white shirts, black numbers, and that same
home on the kick for
yellow
Warbirds.
line. Warbirds ready to kick it away right to left, and we will be underway here in Wolsey. Here's the kick. Colman-Egan, the up man, going to take it around the 30. Stumbles a little bit, keeps his feet though, and is immediately brought down. Wyatt got over there.
Jack
Out
Moser
on the stop, and
on
also
the
I think
return,
Caleb
5 yards gain.
helping out as well. So Colman-Egan first on the offensive side of the football. The Colman-Egan
Peyton
Hawks coming off a
Rainford
tough
and
one there
Austin
last
Lang
week as the Hawks
on the
lose their
stop.
homecoming 14-6. The hands asked the line.
Ball on the 30-yard line for the first
Really wanted
possession
that
of the
one to
game
come
for the
out,
Hawks.
Imagine pretty hungry here tonight, and they will spread it out. 4 wide receivers here for quarterback Jack Mosel. Motion man right to left. Mosel back to pass. Out the flat left side. Pass is complete to
Pass
Hayden
complete
Pearson.
on the
And
left
Pearson going
side
to pick up a few.
to Hayden Pearson, the fumble.
Review
Looks like that's going to be recovered
pass
by the Hawks.
and so pick them up kind of minimal yards. In fact, did it pick them up anyway? I think they just had it moved down marker yet. Yeah, they'll pick up about a yard, set up a 2nd and 9.
Short gain on the play. 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here for Mosel, again from the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Pass right side, man open. Pass is complete. Out there,
Pass is
Jace
complete on the middle to Jason Moser.
And they will pick up about 5 more. You'll hear the Mosel name quite a bit tonight, if for no other reason, as 2 of the starters are
Gain is 5.
Mosel. Jack the quarterback, Jace the wide out, and of course we'll see everybody kind of interchangeable
3rd
with that
and
wide
3.
out wing spot. It looks like they run a lot of wide open formations here. Colman-Egan set up here after a 4-yard gain on now about a
3rd down
or so. Snap, Mosel going to run it. Well, he was. He's tackled in the backfield.
Mosel taken down for the loss.
Be able to call that one a sack, I don't think. But
And number 2, Peyton
for the
Rainford.
sack, Peyton Rainford. And they will lose a couple. And we'll get set to punt it away.
4th down.
Early 4th down for Colman-Egan on the road here for Wolsey-Wessington's
Moshe
homecoming.
Richmond
Hawks
back
coming
to
off a
return.
tough homecoming loss last week, and boy would like nothing more than to hand a tough homecoming loss here out tonight. And wow, what a nice punt. It's all the way back to the 30-yard line, across the 35. Richmond reaching out
Moshe
to
Richmond
the 40.
with a 12-yard punt return, taken out at the 40-yard
By the
line.
Hawks, Wolsey-Wessington will take over and try to strike first. For the Warbirds, they started off the season with a 50-0 thumping of Iroquois Lake Preston. They beat Gregory in week 2, 48-32. Came up against probably the best 9-man football team in South Dakota in Parkston. Lost that one. Then they got the bye week and then dropped a tough one to De Smet last week, 14-6. And by the sounds of what I heard about that ball game, it looks like Colman-Egan trying to employ at least a few of the same things that DeSmet did last week with the personnel that they have.
First down on the
Here's Richmond from the
41-yard
gun.
line.
We'll look at the starters in a moment. Rainford is in motion. He'll set the flat left side. Richmond wings it. Oh, he's got a man open right side. And oh, he made the catch. Richmond came back. Richmond to Richmond. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Warbird. Caleb Richmond.
That'll
to
go for
Moshe Richmond
59 yards.
For a 59-yard
And the first
touchdown
play
reception.
scrimmage for Wolsey-Wessington will be a touchdown. It'll come with 9:41 to play here in the first. The Richmond to Richmond connection. That is not copyrighted. If you'd like to go ahead and steal that, feel free.
On the kick to PAT.
You're going to try to kick the extra point here. And the kick is on the way, and it is good.
Kick is
So a
good.
7-0 lead for the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds in the
First
homecoming
score of the
Friday
game
night.
goes to the Warbirds on a Caleb Richmond to Moshe
60
Richmond
seconds on 12
touchdown pass
Okay.
from 59 yards. PAT kick by Andreas Boholm.
So, extra point. Andreas, is that right?
I think so. I don't know.
Boholm. Any idea where he's from?
We'll find out here in a minute.
Okay.
Do you know how to pronounce Andreas Boholm? Is that right? Know where he's from?
Denmark? Okay.
Boholm on the kick.
And welcome back to Wolsey.
Lease on the return picks up
Another
8.
kickoff.
Taken down by Ashton Hill and Colin Hughes.
And we're pretty sure Denmark is the country of origin here. On the foreign exchange kicker knocks through the extra point on the first Warbird touchdown here on a homecoming Friday night. How about that? Come all the way across the world to take part in some high school and you kick an extra point on homecoming Friday.
First down for the Hawks.
So back to Colman-Egan
Possession starts on the
offensively. Carson
24-yard
Volker under or over the ball here. The center, the snap back to Mosel. Jack looking right side. He wants to wing it, but they shut him down, spun him around. Oh, he got away. He got away a second time. He's falling far side of the field across the 30, 35, and finally tripped up. He'll pick up about a dozen. And Mosel just kind of
Jack
making
Mosel
things happen on
on the
that
scramble
play. They had him really
for
kind
the
of
first
dead right on
down.
a couple of occasions.
Taken down at about the
A
35.
dozen or so, and that'll be the first down of the night.
First down for the Hawks.
Strike first though, 7-0. Richmond to Richmond, 59 yards. Go home the extra point. Couple wide each side for Mosel on a 1st and 10, now at their own 35-yard line. A motion man, he'll swing it out to the motion man, and that's Jace, and Jace double team.
Jace
for a
Mosel
loss.
on the reception. Moshe Richmond and Colin Hughes on the
Well, it was
stop.
a nice play,
Loss of
and
2.
nicely executed, but Richmond over there
2nd and 12.
to quickly shut it down. Be a loss of 2. And so early on here, Mosel is 3 of 3 for 3 yards. They'll set up on a 2nd and 12, their own 33-yard line. 8.5 to play opening quarter. Warbird strike first, leads 7-0 at home. Mosel from the gun, 3 receivers left, 1 right. He's got the option. He'll pitch it out to Keys. Keys first carry, right side. He'll get back to negative
Johnny
yardage.
Keys.
Maybe a few more.
Colin Hughes on the stop.
Johnny Keys, the feature back when they decide to go that way. A lot of motion, a lot of misdirection. They'll pick up 4 here, and it'll set up a 3rd and 8.
Gain is 4. 3rd down and 8
Inside
on the
of
37.
opening quarter. Warbirds trying to come back here. They lost last 2 games, sandwiched in between the bye week. Here's Mosel, the pass, left side through the hands of the
Pass
intended receiver.
intended.
It'll be 4th
The
and 8.
Wyatt Bomberger is incomplete.
Intended out there for
4th and 8.
Longburger. So the first incomplete pass of the night for, well, either squad, I guess, because Richmond is 1 for 1 for a touchdown. Stops the clock here at 7:43 to play opening quarter. Sets up a 4th and 8. The Hawks are going for it. Mosel back to pass. Fakes it. Drops one in. Incomplete or intercepted? Incomplete. So the Hawks roll the dice on the road on a 4th down from their own 37-yard line.
Knock
The
the pass
Warbirds
down to
shut it
the
down and they
turnover
will
on
take
down.
back over. Interesting roll of the dice on the road for Williamson, as now the Warbirds with a short field.
First down for the
Digging into
Warbirds
play here as the Hawks give
on
it
the
back.
37-yard line.
Turnover on down. Wolsey-Wessington runs the play in. Warbirds start Keaton Zomer at center. Isaiah Savalier, Kate Van Busker at the guards. Tight end Colin Hughes, Ashton Hill, Peyton Rayford, Moshe Richmond will all catch passes. Caleb Richmond slinging it, and Austin
First
Wyatt
down.
in the backfield. Right now, nobody in the backfield. 3 left, 2 right. Richmond from the gun. Here's motion from Rainford, right to left. Swinging it out in the flat right side. Moshe to catch. 35 stiff arm, dragging tacklers to the 25-yard
right
line.
side.
He'll pick up around a dozen.
Will be taken down by Jason Moser.
That will move the chains.
Picks up a first down for the Warbirds.
Birds chugging along, a 7-0 lead. Looking to score here after, again, the Hawks go for it on 4th down at their own 37. And
First
turnover
down.
is Richmond from
for
the
the
gun. Again,
25.
they'll empty out the backfield. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left. And Caleb going to run it himself up the middle, upended, and a
Caleb
short
Richmond
gain here for
keeping
Caleb
himself.
Richmond. Gain is around a yard or 2, going to bring up around a 2nd and 8 or 9.
Hayden Pearson is stop. Gain of 1.
Defensively for Colman-Egan, Thomas Lord,
Second
the
and
nose
9.
guard, Carson Volker, Alex Ustanko, the ends. Linebackers, Johnny Keys, Hayden Pearson, Braden Weiss, Jack Mosel, Jace Mosel, the quarterbacks. Jackson Wright, the safety. Keeping that defensive secondary busy. Again, an empty backfield. Here's Rainford again in motion. This time they'll swing it out to him in the flat. Rainford gets past the first guy. Second guy brings him
Peyton
down.
Rainford on the
Right
reception
about
on the
the
left
20
side.
yard.
Taken down by Jackson Wright.
So the pickup here is around 5.
Third and 2.
Either way, a 3rd and 2. Warbirds now inside the Hawk 20-yard line, down to the 17. Here's Richmond from the gun. This time Wine is in the backfield, and I think we
Flag.
got him offsides.
Encroachment
Yep,
on the
that will
defense.
be encroachment. So
Going to
first
result in a first down for the Warbirds.
of the night will be a 5-yarder against Colman-Egan, and that will get him down. Should get him down inside the 15-yard line here. Right around the 13 or so. As Caleb again lining them up, and now everybody switching sides. I don't know if that was planned or maybe the play changed, but 2 wide each side. White out of the backfield. And now too many guys moving.
Flag.
There was some confusion out there. You kind of saw it pre-play, and you didn't know if it was maybe part of the plan to try to
Full
force
start.
defense or
Offense,
maybe
5-yard
not.
penalty.
Looks
Still
like that
first
was one of
down.
those maybe not situations. So they'll give the encroachment penalty back. Unfortunately, now it's a 1st and 15. Richmond from the gun again, 2 wide each side. And Wyatt, low man in the backfield. Richmond long snap count on a 1st and 15. Back around the 19-yard line. Wyatt the handoff, going for the edge. Stiff arms the first guy, can't get away from the second, and is brought
Run to the right side.
down
Number
right around the
33,
line of
Austin
scrimmage.
Wine.
May have been a short loss on the play. See where they end up marking him. No, it looks like maybe a loss of a yard.
Wine pushed out of bounds by Jason
Second
Moser.
and closer to 16. They need the 4-yard line for a first down.
Loss of 1. Second
Richmond from the
and
gun.
16.
Moshe to his left. Couple receivers right. Wyatt out of the backfield. Fake the handoff. Caleb to the near side. He lost the football. Picks it up. Spun around and dropped.
Richmond recovers, taken out in the backfield
So
by Alex Ustanko.
this will have a pretty large number attached to it. As the fumble is fortunately recovered. But they're going to lose. See, all the way out to the 27. Call it around 9 more. As again, they need the 4-yard line for a first down. As I line up
Third
around the 27. So
and
third and around
22.
22 or 23 is Richmond from the gun. A receiver left, 2 receivers right. They run out with an end on that right side as well. And Wyatt lone man in the backfield. There's Rainford in motion. Back to pass. They set up the screen. Screen complete. Inside the 20, 15, 10. Heading for the corner pylon. Is he in? He is in for the touchdown. Pass to Colin Hughes for 6.
On the screen play to number 9, Colin Hughes.
So that goes for 27 and a touchdown. And the second score of the night will go to the homecoming celebrating Warbirds, leading now 13-0, and they'll bring on Boldholm for another attempted extra point. He knocked through the first. Here's the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Back to the studios for 60
Good.
seconds. Warbirds lead
Boldholm.
14-0. More after this on KOKK. You got decent battery still? Okay.
Morsel and Weiss deep to receive. Boldholm to kick.
Welcome back to Wolsey as the Warbirds will run up in the kick here, received at about the 22. Across the 30. Oh, and he snuck past
20-yard
Richmond
return
thought he
from
had it
number
there.
4, Braden Weiss.
Nice job by Weiss there to sidestep him.
Looks like he's
Pretty decent
taken
return
out
of
at
the
the
deal. They'll bring it out to around
40-yard
40,
line.
and
It'll be
that's where
first
Colman-Egan
down
will
for the
take over
Hawks.
for their third drive of the afternoon.
Possession starting on the 40.
Strange to say here, 4:23 p.m. We got 3:57 to play in the opening quarter. We'll try to get you a scoreboard, but of course we won't have a whole lot. Jeff Duffy sending me over some Colman-Egan history I'll share with you. Here's the pitch outside. Keys tripped up and dropped.
Pitch to the right. Pearson.
That's not Keys, that's Hayden Pearson. Either way, they trip him up in the back.
Hayden Carter on the stop.
3. Hayden Carter to make the stop. So Jeff Duffy's history lesson of the day here on Dakota Sports is he used to play Colman-Egan separately back in the day. They were in his conference.
3-yard
They were
loss
the
on the play. That was Colin
Wildcats
Hughes on the
and
stop.
the Egan Blue Jays. Settled
Second
on the
and
Hawks here.
13.
Thanks for the history lesson from Mr. Duffy. Couple of receivers each side. Quick pass right side is complete. Dancing across is Mosel.
Pass on the right
Actually, no,
side
Pearson.
is complete to Hayden Pearson.
Going to pick up the negative yardage and then maybe another 2 or 3. Yeah, he'll get about 5 out of the deal.
Caleb
Set up
Richmond
third
with the
around
stop. Gain is 6.
Number
Third
scoreboard
down and
updates are brought
7.
to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care downtown here on whatever scoreboard we can bring you. I know a few games were moved to 4, mostly 5 or 6, and a lot of games were left at 7. 3 receivers left. Mosel back to pass on 3rd and 7. Left side pass. A
Pass
flag comes.
incomplete on the left side. There's a flag.
Also kind of threw his hands up. I wondered if that's not against Colman-Egan. Mosel hoping for a play there, and if nothing else, maybe a break, but it looks like, yeah, this one's going to go against him. So they will most likely decline that one, and they will, and that will make it
offense.
7 or 4.
Penalty is declined.
That definitely doesn't mean a punt.
Brings up 4th and 7.
Last time they went for it on their own 37. It looks like this time they will kick it away. Jace Mosel will go back to punt. But again, I wouldn't trust it.
Richmond back to receive.
A 4th and around 7 from their own 43, and they got an offsides
Flag.
here, or a procedure penalty here on the Hawks, and that'll mark 5 more off.
Full start.
Colman-Egan
5-yard penalty on the Hawks.
10 total yards.
Bring up 4th and 12.
So now a 4th and around 13 as they get set again. Jason Mosel to kick it away. Jason will kick it from around his own 30-yard line. Moshe Richmond deep to return, and he saw that first kick. He's back at his own 20, and it's another boomer. This one's out of bounds, but
Mosel with a
boy,
deep
he
punt.
really puts the foot to it as Mosel going to back the
Goes out of bounds.
Warbirds around the 30 or 35-yard line, I think, by the time they get
About
this
the
one
30
figured
yard
out.
line.
But boy, if that one stays in bounds or hangs along the sideline, he'll put a little more on it there. Mosel a pretty good foot. Warbirds will get it back, 14-0, they lead. 2.5 to play. Quarter number 1. Tigers at Aberdeen tonight, 7 p.m. to kick off over on Tiger 95 at 1340 KIJV.
Warbirds
2.5
possession
minutes to
starts
play
on the
opening quarter.
30-yard line. First down.
Washington Warbirds a 14-0 lead. Here's Caleb Richmond from the gun. He'll call Rainford in motion, and they'll go 1st and 10 from their own 30. Caleb going to keep it himself. Right side, tripped
Richmond.
up, pick up of a couple.
Right side run, a short
Where
gain on
Richmond
play.
saw the hole. He hit the lane. He just kind of got tripped up there, and had he not, I got a feeling that he'd still be running. The pickup is 4.
Gain
Maybe
is
2nd
4.
and 6.
Second down
As
and
Richmond
6.
lines him up from the gun again.
On the
Receiver left,
34.
receiver's right. So starting to line up and end on that right side. They must have saw something they didn't like out there. As Wyatt, the lone man in the backfield. Quick pass from O'Shea near side. Get him in space. Slips the first guy. Trying to slip the second.
Pass
Instead,
completed on
he'll
the
take it
side
for a
to
little
Moshe
ride for
Richmond.
first down. They needed 4. They got around 7. As again, the Richmond to Richmond connection.
First down for the Warbirds.
Tonight. 3 completions, 77 yards, a touchdown. Minute 35 left, quarter number 1. Warbirds 14-0. Now a 1st and 10. They're
Ball's
on
on the
43.
43-yard line.
Caleb the snap. Hand off Wyatt. Wyatt dancing through the line.
Hand off to Wyatt.
Pick up of a couple.
Makes it across the 45. Gains about 3.
Get him in for a 3-yard gain.
2. 2nd and 8 on the 45.
Aiden Pearson, Johnny Keys over. Helping on the stop, kind of anchor in the middle of that defense. Here's Moshe in motion, and they'll pitch it to him. Moshe trying to make the end. Oh, he got a block. Wyatt got him a block, but then a flag.
Couple of flags.
Moshe going to pick up
field.
around 10, but
Richmond
every official out there with the hanky has thrown it. So we'll wait.
About
We'll wait until
9 to
they
10
shake
yards
this
and
all
see
out.
what shakes out after the flag.
I gotta believe one's a hold for sure. And then for the Warbirds, of course, you can only hope that the Hawks committed one and it will be offsetting penalties, but probably a hold for sure. Both of those came out of the offensive backfield, and the official now heading for the offsetting penalties. Shot block against the Warbirds and a face mask against the Hawks, and we'll just play the down over.
Replay the down on the offsetting
54
penalties.
seconds to
The
play in the
blindside
opening
block
quarter.
on the offense and the
14-0
face mask on the
Wolsey-Wessington.
defense.
Warbirds holding on their 3rd possession of the game. Produced a couple of touchdowns already. There's Caleb Richmond from the gun. Now they'll line up double here. So again, they like trying to get Caleb a little more protection there.
2nd and 8.
A couple of receivers right, 1 left. Wyatt in the backfield. Here's Rainford in motion right to left. And Caleb going to follow Wyatt to the right side. Caleb dancing across the
Caleb
35 to
Richmond
40, broke
on
loose.
the run.
And
middle,
got
near
knocked down to the
first
first
down.
down marker. I think they'll lose
First down.
First down. So 10 on the run. Best run of the night for the Warbirds. Into Colman-Egan territory. They go 1st and 10 at the Hawk 47.
First down for the Warbirds. The ball's on the 47-yard
Gun,
line.
a couple of receivers. Wyatt out of the backfield. Wyatt's going to get the handoff. Slips the first tackle into the second level. He's across the 40 and around the 37. He slipped loose again. Heads for the outside, and he's finally down.
Runs up
around
the middle, breaks a couple
32-yard line.
tackles. Picks up a first down for the Warbirds.
So around 14 or
Inside
so
the
for Wyatt.
35.
And as I just said, that is their best run of the night. Now back to back.
And that is the end of the first quarter. Wolsey-Wessington
Warbirds after a
14.
quarter lead 14-0.
Colman-Egan 0.
Back with quarter number 2 in a
Quarter
minute,
2.
60 seconds on 12-10.
We'll
KOKK.
start in a little bit.
Careful with the screen. Wipe your hand off.
So when you drop things, does it come out of your paycheck?
Gotta get a paycheck first, right?
Remember, scoreboard updates here are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Mirror Family Hair Care located in downtown Huron. We'll tell you a little bit about Lori and Kylie here. We do have some finals. Hitchcock-Tulare beat Sunshine Bible today 52-0. Again, not a lot of games going this early here. Looks like Colman-Egan here, Wolsey-Wessington on the board here, 14-0 Warbirds, and we'll get more of the scoreboard updates here shortly. Scoreboard updates brought to you
First and
by
10
the
on the
Mirror Family Hair Care.
33-yard line as
First
the
and 10 Warbirds
second
at the Hawk
quarter begins.
33, 14
Warbirds ball.
Fresh 12 on the board is Wolsey-Wessington. Cash in on the third drive with a third touchdown. Pass complete, left side, and almost tripped up, and now
Moshe Richmond,
tackle.
reception
Moshe
on
Richmond.
the left side.
Going to go for no gain or
Taken
maybe
down by
a
a
short
post
loss.
for Hawks. Loss of a yard.
And bring us to 2nd and 11. Again, Richmond had a little bit of problems getting out of the spot after he caught the ball there, kind of burning rubber a little bit. Able to get Colman-Egan, able to get over, get the game tackle. Here's Wyatt. Wyatt busts through the line. He's inside the 30 and down
Wyatt.
around the 25-yard line.
On the run up the middle, Jackson right.
Pretty close to
on the
9
stop.
for Wyatt. Or maybe more like 7. And set up 3rd and around 3. There's the snap and another handoff to Wyatt. This time Wyatt tripped on the drop.
Taken down by Stanko. Brings up 4th down. And 3.
So the Warbirds set up here on a 4th and 3 at the Hawk 25-yard line. They're just outside of it here. They set up
4th
to go for
and
it, try to
3
keep
for the
their
Warbirds
momentum
ball.
rolling as they lead
On
14
the
to nothing.
26-yard line. 4th down.
Caleb from the gun. He's got Wyatt to his left, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's Rainford in motion. Now,
Flag.
Wyatt, I think, moved a little early, and that's going to make it 4th and around 8. For the officials to be sure of that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case, and it is. So for the Warbirds, second
Ball
penalty, 2
start.
minutes, 10 yards.
Offense. Backs up 5 yards.
And that'll make it 4th and around 7 or 8. Backs them up to the 30-yard.
On the 30-yard line,
10:21 to play first half. 14-0.
4th and 7.
4th and 7 or 8 from around the just Colman-Egan 30. Here's Richmond from the gun.
Well, no, like, yes.
And he's got the option out to Lyon. He opted
Lyon
to
stopped
and drop
behind the line of
a
scrimmage
yard or two. And
by
over
Jack
to
Moser. Will be a turnover on downs. The Hawks will take over.
So Mosel will go from the turnover on downs producing tackle to running the offense. Is the quarterback here for Colman-Egan.
First down for Colman-Egan on the 33-yard
That
line.
big win today, 52-0. Sunshine Bible Academy there, and now a lot for scores. The scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. Of course, our scoreboard 14-0 Wolsey-Wessington. 10:04 to play second quarter. Moser back to pass on 1st and 10 for his own 33.
Pass
Over the
through
middle.
the middle.
Almost threw himself a
Incomplete.
pick there. He overthrew his man.
Jason Moser will
Back
be
when
the
Hill was
receiver.
kind of playing center field back there. He got over his shoulder though and incomplete. So Mosel right now at 4 out of 7 for 8 yards. Stops the clock at 9:59 to play in the first half.
Second
To get out ahead
and
of the
10.
Our nice sunny skies have given way to partly cloudy conditions and now becoming mostly cloudy.
Pass complete
Completed pass
on the
out
left side
to number 2.
for Wyatt Baumberger.
Colman is not going to let him go. And this for a loss of 1 on a third and 11.
and
Moser from the
11.
gun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Keys long man in the backfield. Moser going to run it himself. Got past the first 2 across the 40 to 45 midfield. He got a block and he is gone. Goodbye, Jack Moser.
Jack Moser in the end zone for a touchdown.
Moser from 78 or 68 yards out.
Touchdown run. Number 14 from 68 yards,
To get
Jack
one on the
Moser.
board. We'll come with 9:09 to play in the second. 68-yard Jack Moser run.
Hawks line up
For the
for
2-point
2.
conversion here as Moser picks up the snap off the ground left
Pass
side.
is intercepted by Richmond.
So 9:09 to play first
Conversion
half.
attempt is
14-6.
unsuccessful.
Warbird lead is 8. We're back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
Austin, how do you pronounce the kicker's name? You don't know either. What's wrong with the people working the school system? Float and see through under there. I think a third year is going to come up to me. So how much food do I feed it?
Welcome back to Wolsey. 9:09 remaining here in the first half. 14-6. The Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds lead down to 8. Jack Moser, the keeper, up the middle, snuck past the linebackers, and he was gone. Got a nice block from brother Jace. Cannot, however, convert on the 2-pointer, and they will trail here by 8. Colman-Egan set to kick it away. Jack Moser, also the
Jack
kicker.
Moser places the ball
Sets
on the
kick.
tee for
See
the
if they'll
Hawks.
try to maybe sneak one in.
Moshe Richmond and Peyton Greenford are deep to receive.
Side, he kicks it deep. That's why I'm not a coach. Received around the 15 to 20, and a handoff to Moshe, and now Moshe the rundown. He breaks a tackle across the 30, the 35, and the 40.
Richmond revert
Finally spun around, and that was it. As guess who? Jack
to the
Mosel gets over
40-yard line.
to make the stop. Mosel seeming to be Mr. kind of do-it-all here for Colman-Egan. He kicks, he punts, he throws, he runs, and, well, he tackles the kick return. 9 minutes to play first half, 14-6 as Wolsey-Wessington takes back over offensively. Caleb Richmond
First down
at the
for the
helmet
Warbirds
in the
on the
shotgun.
40-yard line.
Receivers right, one left. Is Rainford now in motion right to left. The pitch coming across is Colin Hughes. Hughes the run, dives in across the 45. Still going at midfield. Still slipping tackles. They won't shut him
Colin
down.
Hughes on the reverse.
Finally, around the 46.
Finally taken down by
47
Reese.
line. They will call it
Stanko
good.
after picking up a first down for the Warbirds across midfield
Again, it looked like they had
to
him.
the
He slipped away.
48-yard
Looked like they
line.
had him. He slipped away. Looked like they had him. He slipped away. Eked out another 2 or 3 before taking a pretty big hit. Caleb from the gun, wide to his
First
left.
down.
O'Shea, a wide out to the left. Rainford Hill to the right. Caleb going to follow the block of Wyatt, running himself. Now he'll dive for the
Caleb
hole
Richmond
across the
keeping himself,
45 or
picks up
at the
about
45.
3.
He'll pick up around 3.
45.
Wessington will get the ball after halftime.
Second and 7.
They won the toss, deferred, and
After the
Colman-Egan
Caleb
elected
Richmond
to take the
run.
football.
On the 45-yard line.
Caleb ready again from the gun, same look. A receiver left, 2 right. This time Austin Wyatt to Caleb's right. On a 2nd and 7 from the Hawk 45. Here's Moshe in motion. They'll flip it to him. Richmond trying to get the corner and won't get away from
Richmond on
the
the
3
right side, taking
tackles.
down for a loss.
Eventually,
At
Jack
5.
Mosel got a hold of him.
3 Hawks
Peterson
there
got
on
a
the
hold of
tackle.
him. Jace Mosel
Mosel,
went over to
right.
help out, finish him off.
And
Jackson Wright
Bolton.
also in on the play.
3rd and 11
This one will go for a loss of about 4.
on the 50-yard line.
And 11. Warbirds right about midfield as Caleb Richmond brings the play in from the sideline here on a 3rd and 11 from the 50. About 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Well, now the bench judge starting to count. Richmond's going to have to get the snap off here pretty quick. And there's the snap, the fake handoff to Wyatt. Richmond going to run it himself. Dances across the 40, the 45, and to the 40.
And Richmond
Pick up about 10.
taken down by Jesse Baumberger.
Problem is they needed 11.
At the 40-yard line, stopped about a yard or
Here, I
2 short
assume,
for the first down.
And round 1 at the Hawk 40-yard line. And
4th and 1.
get the play from the sideline here. I don't think either team has burnt a timeout yet. We haven't got any official timeouts, and we're just going to keep them rolling here. As Caleb from the gun, empty backfield. Couple of receivers right, couple of receivers left. Richmond from the gun on a 4th and 1. Richmond pass over the middle, complete, first down.
Complete. Over the middle, number 9, Colin Hughes for the Warbird first down.
So fresh set of downs for Wolsey-Wessington with 6.
Hughes stretches it out to the 35-yard line.
Warbirds a 14-6 lead. Couple of passing touchdowns for Caleb Richmond. 1 to Moshe, 1 to Colin Hughes. Couple of extra points for Blueholm. Give up that last touchdown there to Colman-Egan. Here's a swing pass out to Rainford. He slips the first tackle. He's inside the 30 to the 25.
Left side pass completed to Peyton Rainford.
22. So Rainford for around a dozen here. And we'll bring up another fresh set of downs for Wolsey-Wessington. They'll go 1st and 10, and it looks like they'll mark the football right about the 21.
First down for the Warbirds on the 21-yard
Empty
line.
backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Also Hughes lining up as a wing left. Right side, Moshe slips the first guy. Trying to get outside on Jace Mosel. Mosel able to tie
Moshe
him up.
Richmond with the reception on the right side.
For Richmond.
Stopped by Mosel and Volker.
Second and around 8 from just inside the 20.
Short gain on the play.
5 minutes and counting here to play in the first half. At halftime, we'll get any scores we can find.
Second and 8
Got Steelers
on the
games
19-yard line.
Sunshine Bible. I think that was a scheduled day game. SBA doesn't have lights, so. And I think now we'll have a timeout. 4:56 to play first half. 14-6.
Timeout.
Warriors. We'll take a timeout of a minute.
Colman-Egan.
60 seconds on KOKK.
He's off the air. To be up here in the crow's nest.
Baseball stuff starts.
Welcome back to Wolsey. 4:56 to play here in the first half. Warbirds lead 14-6. Took the first time out of the night, trying to reorganize this play as they try to score for the third time. Here's Caleb Richmond from the gun. A couple of receivers to each side. Hughes over the left.
Second and 8.
Snap to Caleb. Looks like he's going to keep it himself. Trying to get the outside. He does. Inside the 15. Here comes the flag.
Richmond runs right, taken out of bounds by number
Maybe
10,
half
Jackson.
dozen. We'll
Right.
have to wait and see what this flag is about.
There's a flag.
Early on, like probably against the Warbirds. Yep, that's now the line is up. So it'll be a hold against Wolsey-Wessington.
Holding on the offense.
Third penalty, 3 penalties, 20 yards against Wolsey-Wessington tonight. They will mark it back to the 29-yard line. Make this around a 2nd and 17.
Back up 10 from the spot of the foul. Second
Caleb Richmond from the gun.
and 17 on the 29.
Hughes again lines up. And a winger split leg. Caleb again breaks out for the run. And he's inside the 20. Oh, he got a nice block inside the 15. And he dances out of bounds.
Richmond keeps it himself, runs to the right side. Hayden Pearson pushes him out of bounds.
13, 14 yards. And we'll make it second down, or third down, but
Looks like it's going to be third.
Set the ball down on the 15-yard line. Richmond on a 3rd and 3. Again, empty backfield, as that has been the case here on this drive. Caleb back to pass. Flushed out, and now we'll look to run it.
Richmond runs.
He's tackled for a loss of around 3.
Short gain. Bring up 4th and about 2.
Oh, short game. Wait a minute. I had the ball down inside the 10. So let's put him down for about a yard and bring up a 4th and 2. Wessington looking around here. Got the play from the sideline.
4th and 2 for the Warbirds. The ball's on the 14-yard line.
4 minutes to play here in the first half. Warbirds lead 14-6. They do get the ball after the break, so
4th down.
Get one here. Here's Rainford in motion right to left. Richmond to pass. So going to be complete to Hughes. This is the touchdown play. The first time it is a touchdown play.
Touchdown. Number 9.
14 yards on the
Colin
straight
Hughes.
pass touchdown. Second of the night for Hughes. The 4th score overall in the game. 3rd for the Warbirds. It'll come with 3:46 to play in the second. 14-yard pass. Richmond to Hughes again, and now we'll go on to add on the extra point. Rainford to Holder. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. 3:46 to play here in the first half.
Both
Wolsey
home, 3
Wessington
for 3
21,
on
Colman-Egan
PAT.
6. We're back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK. How are we doing for battery?
14.
Oh, Mr. Cool Dude, huh?
Welcome back to Wolsey. Second
Both home
for
on the
the
kick.
Warbirds to kick it away after the
Mosel
third
and
touchdown.
Weiss
Second of the night
are deep for the
Colin
Hawks.
Hughes, third passing touchdown for Caleb Richmond. Here is Mosel back to 15 to 20. Cuts it across and reverses field. Oh, he got a block across the 30. The
30-yard
35.
return by
For
Mosel.
Chase Mosel on the return. Looked like a minute for a minute. They're like they were going to spring it. Scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. Hitchcock-Tuller a 52-0 win today over Sunshine Bible Academy.
First down for the Hawks.
I think that's going to be really about it for scores early on. I mean, try
Ball on the 35-yard line.
17-0. Not a lot of games underway this early. Some getting underway at 5, some at 6, and a lot more closer to 7. There is Mosel on a 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Flag.
Flag coming in before they even got the play going. And this will go against Colman-Egan. It'll be the 3rd penalty of the night against the Hawks. 3
Penalty
penalties.
on the offense.
15
Backs up
yards.
5 yards. 1st and 15.
So
On the
1st and
30-yard
15 for
line.
Colman-Egan, back to their own 30. 3:37 left here in the half. Remember, at halftime, we'll break down some numbers from the first couple of quarters. We'll get any scores that we can pass along to you. Take a look at the sports schedule on Dakota Sports. It does include a Tiger football game tonight. They're at Aberdeen. Mosel, the pass left side, incomplete.
Incomplete. Hayden Pearson, the attempted receiver. Second and
Now
15.
it's 2nd and 15. They'll stop the clock with 3:33 remaining in the first half. So Mosel on a 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Looks right side. Pass
Pass.
is incomplete. But
Incomplete on the right side.
I thought maybe
Pearson, the intended receiver.
defensive back had arrived a little bit ahead of schedule there and might drop penalty.
3rd and 15.
And the incomplete pass has set up a 3rd and 16. Again, Colman-Egan back at their own 30, and again,
Flag.
they got movement. I think that's another 5 yards. Colman-Egan initially kind of pointing across, saying, no, somebody made us, but that is not the case, and they'll draw
Penalty on
their
the
4th
offense.
5-yard penalty, 4 penalties, 20 yards against Colman-Egan.
Back up to the 25-yard
A
line.
3rd and 20.
3rd and 20.
And we'll get a Hawks
Timeout.
timeout, so we'll take a quick timeout ourselves.
Colman-Egan.
Back in 60 seconds, 1 minute on KOKK. All right, Bubba, let's get you plugged in. Bubba. Bubba.
You check. You check.
Ross.
Good. What do you
Be way over your head. Austin, your dad here. Where we at? Hello.
Here, hold that.
I see he was out walking the other morning when I came to town.
Yeah, you've been doing that pretty well.
He was out walking in my pasture.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Wolsey. Halftime here on a homecoming Friday is coming up. About 3:28 left here in the first half. 21-6, the Warbirds lead at Colman-Egan after a couple of penalties here. Backed up on a 3rd and 20, back at their own 25. Tigers tonight at Aberdeen.
Timeout
7 o'clock
ends.
kickoff over on Tiger 95. And
3rd and 20 for the Hawks.
KIKB. Also video on the YouTube channel. You can check out the app or listen online. All kinds of options. Here's Mosel. Heaving it right side. Looking for Jace. Ball tipped up. And Jace had to go in and out of his hands. Nice attempt there by Mosel to try to haul
Caleb
that one
Richmond.
in, but
On the coverage, 4th
was
and 1.
not to be. Looks like Richmond out there on the coverage. Nice play there defensively. Going to make it a 4th and 20. Again, that ball initially tipped up in the air there. Caleb got a hand on it. And Jace got both hands on it. It looked like he was going to haul it in after the tip, but just
Mosel
got
on the
away.
punt.
4th and
Moshe
20. They'll
Richmond
kick
to
it away.
return.
Here on the 4th down, another punt here for Mosel. He'll kick it away from Richmond, and Caleb just going to let it come
Mosel's
to a halt
punt crosses
about the
midfield
43.
and be down at the 43, 44
So
yard.
for the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds, they'll take back over with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the opening quarter. They lead 21-6 here at home on a homecoming Friday, evening, afternoon, however you feel about it. Also, they get the ball back after the break. They won the toss, they deferred. Colman-Egan took the football, so everything coming up Warbird here as we wind down the first half. And again, Wolsey-Wessington a 21-6 lead. And of course, with the ball back here, 3:12 to play with in the first half. Maybe sneak another one in
First
here.
down,
before you get the ball
Warbirds.
back after the break. Here's
From the
Caleb
43 yard
from
line.
the gun. Moshe wide right. Couple of receivers left. And again, they're lining up Hughes kind of a wing left. And I don't know if they're concerned with guys getting through. Actually, it's Wyatt this time. Nope, that set up the screen. This time, Wyatt makes the catch at the 40, the 45, shakes and tackle across midfield. 45, now he's got Mosel in his face.
Green
Mosel
pass complete to Wyatt.
into Jackson.
Picks up
Wright,
a
and
first
Wright
down.
made the stop.
Taken out by Jackson.
So
Right.
Wyatt for
Cross midfield inside the 40
19.
to the 38 yard line.
As the screen pass has served the Warbirds well here this afternoon. A couple of touchdowns, 27 and 14. They pick up 19 on that one, and there's Caleb from the gun, empty backfield. Moshe in motion right to left. Set up on a screen to the far side. They block out Moshe down the sideline, 30, 25, he shakes and tackle, 10, 5, touchdown.
Moshe Richmond
Birds.
breaks the tackle on the left side.
That'll go
Touchdown
for
from
39 out.
38 yards. Caleb Richmond
Fourth touchdown
Complete
passing for Caleb
to
Richmond.
Moshe
Third or
Richmond
second
for a
receiving for
38
Moshe.
yard touchdown.
Overall, the 5th touchdown of the game. 4th for the Birds. It'll come with 2:48 to play in the
Bogle on the
second.
kick.
And Bogle on to add on the extra point. He is 3 for 3. Rainford the hold. The kick is into the
Kick
line and
is
no good.
no good.
27-6 our score. 2:48 to play first half. Warbirds lead here on a homecoming Friday night in Wolsey. We'll be back in a minute. A 60-second timeout on KOKK.
Jody Davis turned the headlights off, please. I'm not coming to the game. I'm thinking too much crap over it.
You went long last week or last
Exactly.
It always happens to somebody.
Ed Guzman, he needs to either go to the radio. He must have been, he must have looked up and said, "Man," he said, "I knew you had the headlights on it, too, and I didn't look at the game."
It's gonna be 5 o'clock. Welcome back to Wolsey as we get set here for final 2:48 at the half. Warbirds getting set to kick it away here as they lead now 27-6 after the fourth passing touchdown in the afternoon for Caleb Richmond. It is 5 o'clock, by the way, on 1210 AM KOKK in Huron. You're listening to high school football. Wolsey-Wessington hosting Colman-Egan.
Receiver on the 20-yard line.
They're going to kick, and Jace Mosel going to let it bounce to the 15, back across the 20, the 25, slips a tackle across the 30, and that's about where they will bring him down.
10 yards return, number 1, Jace Moser.
Jace on the return.
Will be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Quarterbacks. The Hawks here as they try to back into this one. So 27-6 here, 2:42 to play first half. They will kick the football away to the Warbirds to start the second half of play. Colman-Egan can really get something going here, get a little momentum.
First down for the Hawks on the 30-yard line.
Receivers right. Jack Mosel from the gun, 1st and 10, their own 30. Mosel chased out of the pocket, nearly dropped it in. Nice sack by Caden Carter.
Sack by number 27, Caden Carter.
Go for a loss. Oh boy, a big loss, around 10 yards.
Loss is 10. 2nd and 20.
Second sack of the night for the Warbird defense. Rainford had one through. So now a 2nd and 20. Hawks back at their own 20-yard line. Jack Mosel from the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Mosel the pass, set up the screen of their own. Pass complete to Keys across the 30 to 35, and now flags late.
Johnny Keys, a flag.
So Keys got 10 of them back, the penalty yardage, but I think we're going backwards. I think we got a block in the back or a hold against the Hawks. Yep, they're all backing up already. So the official will just come over and give us the official word. They got him down for a hold.
Holding. 53 of the offense.
So they will mark that from
Holding
around the 25. So I guess
on the
they'll
offense.
lose 5 more on the penalty.
Back up 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
5 penalties, 30 yards against Colman-Egan here in the
Second.
first half.
And 25.
Hawks on a second
On the
25
15-yard
from
line.
their own 15, just inside of 2 minutes to play in the first half. Jack Mosel from the gun, couple of receivers left, couple of receivers right, as they just wait for the official here to give them the whistle. Not sure exactly what the holdup was there. There's the whistle. They'll set the football, and Jack ready to run the Hawks. Back to pass. Jack Mosel fires over the middle. Complete to Jace at the 25. Across the 30. Head down to the 35.
Completed in the middle, number
We'll
1,
get back a
Jason
whole
Moser.
lot of that 25 that they were facing.
35.
Picks up 20.
They will pick up 20 on the pass play.
5 yards
Mosel to
short of the
Mosel.
first down.
And we'll set up now a 3rd and closer to 5.
3rd and 5 on the 35-yard
Clock
line.
down inside of 90 seconds here to play in the half. 120 and counting here as Jack Mosel brings them to the line. Couple of receivers, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Keys, lone man in the backfield. Jack back to pass. Oh boy, Carton almost
Over the
kicked. Carton almost
middle.
got him again. Pass complete. That will move
Complete
the chains.
to Jackson Wright
10
for a
yards.
first down
Jackson
for the
Wright.
Hawks at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10 Hawks at their own 45. Hawks have 2 timeouts left. I would assume I'm going to sneak one out here pretty quick, down inside of a minute left in the first half. And then again, they will give away the football after the break. 3 receivers
First down
to the
for the
near side
Hawks.
of the field, 2 to the far
On the
side.
45.
Backfield is Jack Mosley on a 1st and 10. Fakes the pass, almost sacked, and now he is sacked. In fact, his pass to his offensive lineman back.
Flag in the backfield.
It's going to be some grounding, and then they had a really
Another
late flag.
flag.
I don't know what that one was about. Really late. Generally, that'll indicate some sort of personal foul, but I don't know if he was marking the fact that he also believed it to be an illegal pass or ineligible receiver or one of those kind of deals. Mosel was just about sacked and decided to just heave it into the back of the official. Colman-Egan ready to play, but the officials haven't even set the football yet.
72. 5-yard penalty. Lost it down.
That's an illegal touch.
Second down. Second down and 15.
So they lose 5 yards. So 2nd and
5-yard
15. They're back at their own
penalty and
40-yard
loss
line.
down on the penalty.
Hawks were ready to go before they even announced the penalty, so they're definitely ready for the play here. 37 seconds to play first half.
2nd and 15
that's why
on
they
the
were
40-yard line.
Kind of hurrying here, even though the clock stopped for a moment. Here's Jack Mosley to pass. He wings one out, sort of in Jason's general area, but again, Carter was all over Mosley and was about ready to
3rd
sack him
and
again.
15.
Stops the clock at 32 seconds to play in the half. We'll bring up a 3rd and 15 as the Hawks will go from their own 40-yard line. Halftime tonight, remember, we'll get you a look at any scores we can pass along. I know Hitchcock-Tullaire's game is in the books, and beyond that, not a lot to report. Jack Mosley from the gun, couple of receivers each side. Jack to pass on a 3rd and 15. Pass over the middle.
Pass is incomplete.
Well, he really tried to thread the
34.
needle there. Colin
Hayden
Hughes was there,
Pearson
Moshe was there,
receiver.
Caleb was there,
4th
Ashton Hill was
and
there.
15.
Kind of a dangerous
That's a
pass
good
there, but it
pass.
does fall incomplete for Jack Mosley. And we'll make it 4th and 15. And with 27 seconds to play in the half, we'll see if they try to kick it away and pin them back. They'll give them a short field, or maybe just go for it here. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. Looks like that's what they'll do. 4th and 15. Hawks their own 40.
4th down.
4 receivers. Here is Jack Mosley, right side. He's got a man down the
Pass
sideline.
incomplete.
Take the
Flag,
but it's not going to
2
matter because pass interference. As Hill got there a little early and reached in and just kind of held the one arm down, and you can't do that. I'll mark off the yardage here, and honestly, I forget how this goes in high school, so I'm just going to wait for them. I think it's a 15-yard penalty. I don't think it's an automatic first down, although this one will result in a first down. It is? Is it automatic?
I think so.
Pass
So the
interference
15-yard
on defense.
penalty against
A 15-yard
Wolsey-Wessington,
penalty and a
their
first
4th
down
penalty.
for the
4
Hawks.
penalties, 35 yards against
Cross
the
midfield.
Warbirds here tonight. So it brings the first down to the
Ball is on the
Warbird 45.
45.
Hawks with 21 seconds to play in the first half. Still 2
First down.
timeouts. Jack Mosley from the gun. To left, to right, back to pass. Mosley flushed out, nearly sacked, and now he is. Again, it's Carter. Also helping out on the sack, I think, was Savalier.
Ethan Rierick and
Ethan Rier.
Caden Carter on the sack. Timeout Hawks.
And the Hawks going to take a timeout with 12 seconds to play in the half. They trail 27-6. We'll take a 30-second break. We're back in 30 seconds on KOKK. Ethan Rier gets 80.
15 seconds, please. 15. 1-5. Thank you.
Reset the clock. 15.
Welcome back to Wolsey here. 15 seconds to play in the first half. 27-6. The hometown Warbirds in the lead on a homecoming Friday night. Wessington 4 touchdown passes, 2 to Moshe, 2 to Colin Hughes. Came up with all 4 of those. Sacks on the night. Caden Carter just part of a sack with Ethan Rarick. He had a sack himself before, a sack earlier by Peyton Rainford. There's Wessington looking tough here on a homecoming Friday night. And the official, Jeremy James, here looking like he's hobbled. I don't know if he took a shot here tonight or if he's got something lingering, but he is definitely running a little gingerly there. Best wishes going out to him. 2nd and 12 here for Colman-Egan. They line up about the 47 of the Warbirds. 15 seconds to play here in the first half. And the
2nd and 12.
Hawks are going to get it up after the break, so maybe you expect a shot or 2 at the end zone. Here's Jack Mosel at the helm. And they set up kind of a fake screen, and now Jack's going to have to run it near side across the 40. He steps out of bounds about the 42.
Mosel picks up about
Pick up around 5
6.
for Mosel, and he will stop the clock with 7 seconds to play in the half. And we'll set up a 3rd and around 7 at the Warbird 42. So again, now one would expect probably a heave towards the end zone with 7 seconds to play in the half. They do just have a timeout left. Playing with fire inside.
3rd down.
10 seconds. Jack Mosel from the gun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left on a 3rd and around 7. Jack back to pass, rushed out, run to the far side. Stops, throws, pass complete at about the 30-yard line to Jackson Wright. Now around the 25.
Jackson Wright.
The game
Enough
is
for a first down.
around
That is the end
and
of the first half. We'll see Wessington
football here.
27.
At the break in Wolsey on a
Colman-Egan
homecoming Friday
6.
night. Halftime score, Wolsey-Wessington 27, Colman-Egan 6. We'll take a
We'll be
3-minute
announcing
timeout, come back
homecoming
after 3
king,
minutes,
queen,
get you
and
the
slope
scoreboard,
winners here in a
get you a
moment.
scoring summary, get you the numbers from the first half of this one, and get you ready for a second half of high school football. Warbirds, first half, homecoming goes their way. They lead at the break 27-6 over Colman-Egan. Halftime report in 3 minutes on 12:10 KOKK.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce Wolsey-Wessington's homecoming king and queen, Tyranny Breen and Tate French. Tyranny is the daughter of Lacey Eaton and Micah Breen. Her best high school memory is state FFA in a freshman year. She's involved in FFA, HOSA, and rodeo. Words of wisdom from Tyranny. People pay more attention to the way you make them feel than the things you succeed or fail to do. Be kind, work hard, find good people, and always look for the positive. Tate is the son of Bryce and Desi French. His favorite high school memory was winning the state football championship. Tate's involved in ag, drama, football, and basketball. Tate's words of wisdom are a rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield because it's more important to focus on the future than dwell on the past. Ladies and gentlemen, your homecoming king and queen, Tate French and Tyranny Breen. This year's Mystery Warbirds were Kelsey Roberts and Keaton Zomer. And the float winners are, in business class, first goes to the 281 Travel Center. In the middle school, first goes to the 6th grade for The Floor is Lava. And in the high school, third place goes to the seniors for Wheel of Fortune. Second to the sophomores for Wipeout.
That's right, and welcome back to
And first to the juniors for Family Feud.
Halftime here in the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds.
Thank you to all of the participants in the parade today.
27-6. They put up a couple of scores in each of the first two quarters. They limited Colman-Egan to a single touchdown and really a single big play. And we'll take a look at that when we break down the numbers a little further. We start off our halftime show, though, with a look at the scoring summary. Warbirds would strike first after a Colman-Egan 3-and-out. 9:41 to play in the opening quarter. It was Caleb Richmond to Moshe Richmond, a 59-yard touchdown pass. Andreas Boldholm would add on the extra point. It was 7-0 Warbirds. One more in the opening quarter. 4:03 to play in the first. Caleb Richmond to Colin Hughes this time from 27 yards out. Boldholm the extra point. Good again. 14-0 Wolsey-Wessington after one. Second quarter, Colman-Egan would get their first score with 9:09 to play in the half. 68-yard Jack Bosel run. The two-point pass would fail, and at that point it was 14-6. Two more for the Birds before the break. One with 3:46 to play in the second. A 14-yard pass, Caleb Richmond to Colin Hughes. Boldholm with another extra point, 21-6. And then with 2:48 to play in the second, a 39-yard pass, Caleb to Moshe. The extra point no good on the fourth of four attempts. And that leads us to our halftime score of Wolsey-Wessington 27, Colman-Egan 6. Remember, scoreboard updates are brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care, downtown Huron. Lori and Kylie at the Mirror offering cuts, colors, waxes, perms, hair treatment, shampoo sets, eyelash extensions. Stop in or call 883-HAIR. Services available for the entire family at the Mirror Family Hair Care. For an appointment at the Mirror, call Lori at 605-883-HAIR or call or text Kylie at 605-553-1628. The Mirror does accept walk-ins. The Mirror Family Hair Care, 35 4th Street Southeast, downtown Huron. And the Mirror Family Hair Care will bring us scoreboard updates, which we will get to after another timeout. Wolsey-Wessington leads here at the break, 27-6 over Colman-Egan. More of the halftime show in 3 minutes. 3 minutes on KOKK.
Mom, Dad gone? Where are they up to? Oh. be this far away.
Edwin, he goes like this in the camera. He looks through the camera.
Yeah, the camera's over here.
We might just.
Please, I'm sorry. We got
Welcome back to Wolsey here. Halftime of the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds homecoming game here for 2023. All Warbirds here in the first half, 27-6. They lead over Colman-Egan. As we said before the break, scoreboard updates brought to you by the Mirror Family Hair Care. They do accept walk-ins, by the way. The Mirror is at 35 4th Street Southeast. Talk to Lori or Kylie at the Mirror Family Hair Care. So your scoreboard update, Wolsey-Wessington leads Colman-Egan here in Wolsey 27-6. Other scores across the state, not a lot going on. This one got underway quite early. Hitchcock-Tulare beat Sunshine Bible Academy today 52-0. Freeman Marion Freeman Academy leading Cologne 42-12. A couple at the end of the half. Harriet Selby leading Sully Buttes 14-0. Huron Tigers expected to kick off tonight at 7 p.m. That'll be our game of the night over on Tiger 95 and 1340. KIJV. And again, I don't think any 11-man teams really of note playing already. Looks like Chamberlain and Sioux Falls Christian are tied at 7 apiece. But again, a lot of places getting underway here in the next half an hour or so, or even keeping that regular 7 o'clock time. Of course, area team, again, Hitchcock-Tulare defeats Sunshine Bible Academy today 52-0. And the Huron Tigers are played tonight at 7 p.m. at Aberdeen over on 95 and 1340 KIJV. So short scoreboard update today brought to you by Lori and Kylie at the Mirror Family Hair Care downtown Huron. Well, this one here tonight, a whole lot of Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds. My stats again are unofficial. I keep them as I call the game, so I'm sure I miss one here and there, but unofficially, I got Caleb Richmond down as perfect in the first half. 12 out of 12 for 190 yards and 4 touchdowns. 2 of those went to Colin Hughes. 3 catches for 46 and a pair of scores for Hughes. 6 catches for 117 and a pair of scores for Moshe Richmond. A couple more catches here. Peyton Rain for 2 for 18. Austin Wyatt 1 for 19. But again, I got Caleb at 12 out of 12 for 190 yards and 4 touchdowns at the half. On the ground, Moshe 1 carry -4. Colin Hughes 1 carry for 12. Austin Wyatt 6 carries for 22. Caleb Richmond 8 carries for 34. Caleb did fumble. They did, however, recover said fumble. 4 penalties for 25 yards tonight against the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds, but their favorite number, the scoreboard. They lead 27-6. For Chad Williamson of the Colman-Egan Hawks on the rushing game, Hayden Pearson a carry for -3. Johnny Keys a carry for 4. Jack Mosel 3 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. He has been sacked at least 3 times. I've got Caden Carter for a solo sack. I've got Caden combining with Ethan Rurick on a combo sack. And then I've also got Peyton Rainford down with a sack earlier in this game. So again, the Hawks with the majority of their rushing yards on that 68-yard touchdown by Jack Mosel. Passing games, Mosel is 8 of 16 for 55 yards. Hayden Pearson 2 catches for 6. Jace Mosel 3 catches for 23. Wyatt Baumberger a catch for -1. Jackson Wright 2 catches for 28. So the Hawks right now 55 through the air, about another 85 on the ground. Peel off 35 penalty yardage, and the Colman-Egan Hawks having kind of a rough one here on the road. For the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds, 190 through the air, about another 65 or so on the ground. 25 yards in penalty yards as the Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds lead here at the half, 27-6. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, come back and put the finishing touches on a halftime show. The Warbirds will have the football to start the second half, and a nice lead, 27-6 after break over Colman-Egan. We're back with the second half in 2 minutes, a 2-minute break on KOKK. Oh. Did that extra 3 go up yet?
Yeah.
That is the extra 3? Okay, good. I thought I saw that. What?
What was that?
I dropped it.
I have a question.
Oh.
So, since
we were just gonna drive in town, can we pick up Ryder then?
What?
Since we're gonna be in town, can we pick up Ryder and then you can drop me off at mom's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul told said it's supposed to rain in 36 minutes. About 6 minutes ago. I was in line to get a hot dog and there were about 4 people back and they go, got a hot dog? I go, got one left for now. And you know, since you came in the line.
Welcome back to Wolsey, set for a second half of football here between Wolsey-Wessington Warbirds and Colman-Egan Hawks. Hawks looking for their first win on the season. Colman-Egan thus far has played out to Lake Bend, a 56-16 loss. Lost to Duber 44-14. Lost to Howard 54-20. Lost to Esteline Hendricks last week 14-6. So searching for that first victory here. Wolsey-Wessington comes out 2-0. They beat Iroquois Lake Preston 50-0. They beat Gregory 48-32. Then they lost to Parkston 54-0. They got their bye week in there. Then lost to Heartbreaker last week at the Smith 14-6. Doesn't get any easier after tonight. They are at Platte Geddes and then home against Britton Hecla and Avon to close out the regular season. A couple of, well, as of tonight, one-loss teams across the board to close out the year for Wolsey-Wessington. So the Redbirds looking to kind of right the ship, so to speak, as they start off 2-0. They drop 2 consecutive.
Jack Moser
and now lead here 20
will kick off to start the second half.
Homecoming Friday night in Wolsey. Jack Moser on to kick it away.
Back to return for the Warbirds and Moshe Richmond.
Won the toss and deferred. Colman-Egan took the ball. Jack the run up and the deep kick. He's got a little wind behind him. Even Moshe back at the 5, across the 10, the 15, and the 20. Trying to cut it outside and slip the guy across the 30, and finally
20-yard kick return from Moshe Richmond.
35 or so. We'll see where they mark him down. Actually, no, they're running in about the 30.
Call him out at the 30-yard line.
So Wolsey-Wessington will take over at their own 30. Second half just underway. Wolsey-Wessington.
Solid kick by Mosel.
7-6.
Moshe Richmond on the return.
The first couple of plays.
First and 10
Lining up a receiver to the right.
for the Warbirds on the 30-yard line.
Shane lines up to the left. Wyant in the backfield. Caleb will send Rainford in motion. Not too long. And off for Wyant. Wyant follows Rainford. Left side, he got the block. He's across the 35 and the 40 and almost
Wyant
got away.
breaks out for a first down for the Warbirds. Across the 40.
Wyant for another dozen. 6 carries, 22 yards in the first half. 7
for
for 34
43-yard
now.
line.
In the game, as the Warbirds out across to around the 42 or 43, they'll go first and 10. Caleb looking over to the sideline here, and they had a little confusion on the play, but ready to snap the ball now. And now he's going back to the armband, but they're gonna have to call timeout here pretty quick. Here comes the count. They will get the snap. Quick pass right side complete to Rainford. Rainford looking for a block, didn't quite get it. Got spun around.
Pass complete on the right side to Rainford. Short game and stopped by Jace Moser. Gain of 3 to the 45-yard line. Second down and 7.
Down 6 or so. Warbirds from their own 45-yard line. Caleb from the gun. Couple of receivers right, one left is Moshe. One man in the backfield. Quick pass complete to Moshe. Just shy of midfield. And he is spun out of bounds.
Moshe Richmond on the left side. He's taken down by Jack Moser. Almost on the 50-yard line.
Not only get him to the sideline, but hold on to him. He's a tough one to hold on to.
52.
Picked up here's for round 3, 3rd and 2.
Third and 2.
Clock winding 10-19. Oh, he got another bounce. Clock stops.
On the 50-yard line.
To play in the 3rd.
Warbirds a 27-6 lead, looking to come out after the break and continue that first half momentum. Again, Moshe wide left, Hill and Rainford to the right. Here's Caleb from the gun. Austin Wyatt, the lone back, on a 3rd and 2 from midfield. And now we'll get a whistle, a flag, and a delay.
So now a 3rd and 2 will become a 3rd and 7.
In the offense. In the game.
It will be
5-yard
the 5th
penalty.
penalty against Wolsey-Wessington tonight. 5
3rd and
penalties
7.
for a total of 30 yards.
3rd and 7.
So 3rd and 7, Wolsey-Wessington back to their own 45.
Penalty backs him up to the
Play comes from the sideline.
45-yard
10-19
line.
to play here in the 3rd. Hill was
3rd
lining up
and
to the near
7.
side. Now he'll swap spots with Moshe. So Moshe and Rainford to the near side, Hill to the far side, and wing left is Wyatt. Caleb will go empty backfield on a 3rd and 7. He's going to run it. Trying to kind of bounce off the line, but the line
Keeps the
got
ball
him up.
himself. No gain on the play.
He tried to go through Lohr, and Stanko come in and got a handout.
Thomas Lohr and
just
Alex
would not let
Ustenko on
him
the
go.
stop. 4th down.
So that one's going to
And
go for
7.
no gain, and we'll set up a 4th and 7. And the Warbirds going for it here at their own 45, or it would appear.
From the
4th down.
4th and 7, their own 45. Couple of receivers to each side. Hughes even going out on the pass. Got tripped up at the line. I think they were trying to set up that screen again. Hughes got tripped up. Caleb out in no man's
Pass
land.
is complete over midfield to the 40-yard line.
To Moshe,
Moshe Richmond
and they will pick
catches
up
the pass
15 and a fresh set
and
of
picks up a first down for the Warbirds.
So 1st and 10, Wolsey-Wessington at the Colman-Egan 40-yard line. First and 10.
Wolsey-Wessington, Colman-Egan 40.
1st and 10 Warbirds.
Caleb
On the 40-yard line.
Backfield, couple of receivers to each side. Now Moshe in motion right to left. Oh, looks like maybe a little receiver screen. That is the setup, and they get moved down.
Moshe Richmond continuing
Chase
left
Mosul
side,
sniffed
upended
that
for a
one out.
loss.
Inside coming.
Braden Lease
It's a couple.
on the stop. Loss is 2. 2nd and
Loss of
12.
2 makes it 2nd and 12. Of course, for Wolsey-Wessington, they don't mind seeing that clock tick away. They do have a 27-6 lead, 4 passing touchdowns tonight. And I've still got Richmond perfect. I got him 16 out of 16 for about 210. 4 touchdowns, of course, no interceptions. 2nd and 12 now.
2nd down.
At the Hawk 42. There's a little pitch to Hughes. Hughes cuts it back inside. He got a block. He's inside the 30. 25-20, ridden down at the 15.
It's right. Colin Peters on the run. Picks up a Warbird first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. 27 on the run. First
Hughes
and
makes
10.
it to the 15-yard line.
Colin Hughes having himself a nice game. A rush for 12 in the first half. A rush for 27 in the second half. 3 catches, 46 yards, couple of touchdowns. 1st and 10 Warbirds.
1st and 10 on the 15.
Warbirds threatening with 7:40 left in the third, leading 27-6. Back to pass is Caleb. Fakes the pass, lobs it back, and he
Touchdown. Number 2, Peyton
Peyton
Rainford.
Rainford going to get his touchdown tonight, the 5th passing touchdown for Caleb Richmond. For Peyton Rainford, it is his
Caleb
4th
Richmond
catch,
from
4
15
catches,
yards.
38
And number
yards,
2, Peyton Rainford for
and a
the
touchdown.
Both home on the kick.
This one will come with 7:34 to play in the third. And Both home on to try to add another extra point. He's 3 out of 4. The snap
home's
was
kick
kind of rough,
is
but they
good.
got the hold down, and the kick is up and in. 7:34 to play in the third. 34-6 Warbirds. We're back to Wolsey in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
I'm good, thanks. No.
Yeah, you can finish that later if like when the game's going on. Make sure you're recording it. Okay. Uh-oh. Dangerous.
Welcome back to Wolsey. Everyone set on to kick it away. He's 4 of 5 on extra points tonight. This one's a bullet, and we chase Jace all the way to the 15-yard line. Jace Mosel back across the 20, spun around, but he got away from the tackle, still on his feet, and actually losing some yards.
I think they might
Looking
give
down
him that motion, like this is the furthest that he got, so he's going to get the mark at the 20. They ended up getting him all the way back at the 13-yard line, but yeah, they will mark him down at the furthest he advanced the football, and that was the 20.
So the Hawks take back over, trailing now 34-6. They go 1st and 10, their own 20. Mosel's got one in the backfield with him. He's going to run it himself. Right up the middle. Gains around 5.
Gain about 5. On the run by Moser.
So 2nd and 5 as Colman-Egan sets up their
2nd
own
and
25
5.
with now 7 minutes to play in the third. Now for Wolsey-Wessington, they will go 2 flat Geddes next Friday night. And back home for 2 more, closing out the regular year, 3 out.
2nd and 5 on the 25.
5 home games this year. And here's a flag flying on the
Flag in the
line.
backfield, run left by number 10,
I think this one's
Jackson,
coming
right.
back.
I think that's an error, but sure.
Caleb Richmond on the stop.
And I think that's the case, so I think it'll just be 2nd and 10. Unless they decline the penalty. They did get no gain on the run, so it would be a bad move there, and we can official if they can.
Illegal shift on the offense.
The penalty is declined.
Penalty is
as
declined.
Keys actually lost a yard on the run.
3rd and
They
5.
will take the -1 on the run.
It sets up a 3rd and a long 5 as they're just shy of the 25-yard line here. As Mosel from the gun, Keys to his left. Couple of receivers on a 3rd and 5 from their own 25-yard line. There's the motion, and the option is to the motion there. The fumble. The
Fumble.
football is on the field, and I think that is going to be a fumble. I think the Warbirds are going to get on top of it. So the pitch there was back to
Fumble recovered by the Warbirds.
And the Warbirds will take over with the short field here. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wolsey-Wessington takes over after the fumble recovery. First down.
Warbirds another short field
On the
with 6:27
22-yard
play
line.
here in the third. They lead 34-6. First and 10 at the Hawk 22 after the fumble. Caleb Richmond from the gun. Empty backfield. Couple receivers right, couple left. Hughes lining up as a wing, and Caleb's going to run it himself. Following Hughes up the middle. Gain of around 5.
Richmond keeps it himself, runs up the middle. Stopped by a number of Hawks.
Looks like it's only 16.
Gain around 6 yards on the play. We'll set up second and we'll call it a long 4.
Gain is 6.
Midway point of the third, 6 minutes to play. Quarter
Second and
number 3.
4.
Warbirds lead 34-6 and threatening here on a 2nd and 4 from the Colman-Egan 16. Quick pass, right side, complete to Moshe. Trying to stick
Complete on the right side to Moshe Richmond. Jace Mosley on the stop. Loss on the play.
For a loss of about 4, and we'll make it 3rd and 2. Or 3rd and 8, rather. Ball backed up to the 20-yard line. So 3rd and 8 at the Hawk 20. Warbirds with 5:19 to play in the third, lead 34-6.
3rd and 8.
From the gun, a couple of
Just outside the 20-yard line.
Wyatt, lone man in the backfield. And Wyatt will get the handoff. Right side, he got a block
Wyatt
and then was tripped
on the
up
run.
Just inside the 20 down to around the
On the
50.
right side, taken down by Hayden Pearson.
Pearson over to make the stop, wrap him up. The pickup is around 3. It'll make it 4th and 5. Well, 4th and closer to 6. Warbirds, of course, going for it here down to the 17 or so.
4th and 6.
From the gun. Wyatt to his right, couple receivers right, one left. Caleb back to pass, launches, left side. Caleb or Moshe just
Pass
trying to
incomplete.
adjust and make the catch.
Moshe Richmond, the intended receiver, will be a turnover on downs. The
So that
Hawks
will
will
also
take
be the
over
first
on the
incomplete pass
18-yard
of the
line.
day for Caleb Richmond. Caleb is now 18 of 19 for somewhere in the neighborhood of 230 and 5 touchdowns. This one, however, the turnover on downs. Colman-Egan will get it back with 4:30 to play here. In the third, they'll go 1st and 10, their own 18-yard line. Jack Mosley from the gun.
1st and 10 for the Hawks
They'll have Keys.
on the 18-yard line.
Couple of receivers out there as well. 1st and 10, their own 18. Jack Mosley the pass, launches
Left side looking for Jace. Jace falling
Pass.
down, does not make the catch, and now
Incomplete, a flag on the
flag
play.
comes in late.
against Ashton Hill on the pass interference. And I'm sure we'll talk to the coaching staff about that. Just kinda had his
15-yard
back turned
penalty
to him.
on the Warbirds. First down for the
The
Hawks.
ball was coming.
Ball will be on the 33-yard line.
Because they were out of bounds. Trying to get defended anyway. So the 15 and the fresh set of downs, 1st and 10.
37,
Colman-Egan their own
33.
33-yard line. Yep, 1st and 10, their own 33. Jack Mosley brings them to the line. One wide each side, a wing left. Blown back is Keys. Actually double wing. Now a little bit of motion from one of those wings. They'll fake the handoff and Jack Mosley the pass. Rush out towards the far sideline. He's going to run it across the 40. Awful close to that
Mosley
first down
keeps it
marker.
himself, run right, taken down near the first down marker.
Close to the marker there. And he's
Across
10,
the 40 and a 41.
9.5. Maybe closer to 8. Second and a couple here is Colman-Egan working with 4:14 to play in the third. But
Trailing 34
Second
to
and
6.
2.
A lot of ground to make up here for the Hawks, looking for their first win on the season. Here's the run, sniffed out quickly by the Warbird defense, and this one will go for a
And
loss
off to
of
Johnny Keys.
Keys has had tough sledding here today.
Second, 30, and one of 39.
Loss of a yard, maybe two.
It's going to go for -2 Keys on the day. 3 carries, 1 yard. Third and around 3 here for
3rd and 3.
Colman-Egan.
Jack Mosel, the motion man, and left the motion man. It's Pearson. Pearson coming from the near side, and
Going left by Pearson.
Nice tackle back there
Austin
by
Wyatt on the stop brings up 4th
Austin
down.
Wyatt. Just got a Wyatt and Pearson out there all alone. Wyatt makes the stop.
4th and 2 on the 40-yard line.
And we'll go for maybe a yard or so and set up 4th and around 2. Inside of 3 minutes left here in the 3rd. Jack Mosel from the
4th down.
to his left. Couple of receivers, couple of wings. Mosel the option. And boy, if Mosel wasn't going to get sacked by Rurick,
then
The
the
right
pass
side pitch to John
immediately was
Cruz
going
for
to
the
get
loss.
taken
The
down on the
turnover
run.
on
It was
down.
immediately going to
Wolsey-Wessington
be
to
taken
take
down by
over.
Moshe Richmond.
And about the
That's what happened.
33-yard
The
line.
option was flipped out to Keys. Richmond makes the stop, loss of around 5, and a turnover on down. And no matter how that play worked out, the Warbirds were going to come out okay. They had the option. They had the quarterback, hands on the quarterback. Before he even thought about the option, as soon as the option was pitched, Moshe there to make the tackle. So the turnover on downs, Warbirds again a short field, 1st and 10,
the 33-yard line of the Hawks. Caleb from the gun, couple of receivers right, one left. Caleb back to pass on 1st and 10. Flushed out, he'll run it. Looking left, looking right, jumps over a guy, or not quite over him, but hurdles inside the 10 and the 5, and he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Richmond all
Caleb
over
Richmond.
the place on the
Flag.
33-yard touchdown run. And now a flag on
In
the
a
play.
couple
Is
of
this one
places.
coming back? It just might be, and it looks like it is. The Warbirds are backing up. See what the call is here. And it looks like they'll come over and talk to the Colman-Egan coaching staff. So
Touchdown's good.
the touchdown counts.
Ball, unsportsmanlike. Number 33 at Wolsey-Wessington. Colman-Egan is elected to take it on the
And then an unsportsmanlike against
Touchdown is
the Warbirds.
good.
So the touchdown
After the play,
does count.
an
33-yard
unsportsmanlike
touchdown.
penalty on the Warbirds that will be enforced on the kickoff.
This will come with 2:05 to play in the 3rd.
And Wilhelm was on to try to tack on another extra point. So Wilhelm on as Rainford ready with another hold. Hold is down, kick is out of the way, and
It's
it's good. 2:05 to play here in
Quarter number 3, 41-6, Wolsey-Wessington. We're back in a minute, a 60-second break on KOKK.
41-6 the score after the Wolsey-Wessington touchdown and PAT.
You don't need it when it comes
Bodeholm will kick off from the 25-yard line after the penalties enforced.
back to Wolsey. A kickoff from way back because of the personal foul.
16-yard return for Jason Mosel.
They'll bring it back to about midfield.
Austin Wyatt
That's where
on the stop.
will take over.
49.
So for the Hawks, a hard time getting anything going. 55 passing yards on 16 attempts, 8 completions in the first half.
Mosel's return takes the Hawks across midfield. First down
They did lose
on the
in first half.
49-yard line.
Kind of tough sled. They had the one big run by Mosel. And here's Jack again trying the big run. And 40, 35, 30. Shaking tackles. Oh, he shook another. He's inside the 25.
Long run by Mosel picks up a
Pick
first down for the Hawks.
22 yards, 24 yards, and a first down.
Call it 24
Mosel, the lone bright spot.
yards. Ball on the 25-yard line and a first down
10 yards and a
for the
touchdown.
Hawks.
And
Timeout, Warbirds.
Timeout. A minute 2 to play in the third. 41-6, Wolsey-Wessington. We're back in a minute. 60 seconds on KOKK.
Well, because it was a blowout. He always, and he'd always set the time, the time for him to come down, and he was punching the other way, and he'd be looking for, he struggled. Then, of course, I didn't know nothing about how to run it, I thought we did. That's what I thought. Well, I just don't know exactly how to get it set in. First down, I'd rather go and over the camera. Yeah, we got to kind of figure it out.
Welcome back to Wolsey. Minute 2 to play here in the third quarter. Colman-Egan.
Timeout ends. First down for the Hawks on the 25-yard line
in the second half. They got
after
the
a
lone touchdown,
24-yard
big
run
by
by number
Jack Mosel
14.
in the first
Jack
half.
Mosel.
Had another nice run here moments ago, and now a 1st and 10 at the Warbird 25-yard line.
Jack will go from the gun. No motion. They'll give the handoff to the far side for Pearson. Pearson.
Handoff. Hayden Pearson.
Right guard picks up around 7 or 8.
Gain on the play.
The third carry on that.
7.
Give him
Second
7
down and 3.
on the run there. 3 rushes, 5 yards tonight for Pearson. A lot of work on the ground here other than those 2 runs by Mosel. Clock down to 30 seconds left, third quarter. Warbirds up now 41-6 as Jack Mosel and the Hawks get one in here.
Close out the third. Fake the handoff to Pearson. Hand it off to the second man through.
Counter play.
It's number 4,
To Braden Lee.
He's able to sneak in.
First down for the Hawks.
Inside the 10.
Inside the 10.
Down to about the 6.
6 yards.
So a dozen or so for Weiss and a 1st and goal for the Hawks.
Third quarter ends.
For quarter number 4 after 3 quarters in Wolsey.
41 for the Warbirds.
41-6
Hawks
Warbirds.
6.
Back in a minute. 60 seconds on Taylor.
Colman-Egan. First and goal when we start the quarter.
Back to Wolsey here with a fresh 12 on the board. We'll switch ends and get set for a fourth quarter of Wolsey-Wessington homecoming high school football. Warbirds trying to pick up a dub here on the homecoming Friday night. They lead 41-6. They came out of the gates, a couple of big wins to start the year. Ran into an incredibly good Parkston team in week 3, then had a week off, then lost a heartbreaker at DeSmet last week.
Fourth quarter
Warbirds
start.
looking to get back
First and goal for the Hawks on the 6th.
racetrack and well on their way. They lead 41-6. Here's Jack Mosley.
Touchdown from 6 yards.
To number
Reception. Number 4, Braden Leach.
That one from
No, I think that's
8 out in the touchdown, and the Hawks strength again here with 11:54 to play.
really true. The shorter touchdown, you probably have to stop.
Yard pass, Mosel,
Hawks line up for 2.
Luis, and now they will look for a 2-point conversion. Jack Mosel the pass, fires it over the middle, and it is good.
Complete.
11:54 to play, fourth quarter, 41-14. The Warbirds lead. We're
Two-point
back in
conversion
minutes, 60
is
seconds
completed.
on KOKK.
Okay, regulation timing will not resume if the score differential drops below 35. Not resume. Yeah.
Welcome back to Wolsey here. Well, fourth quarter underway.
6 seconds in, we get a score for
Colman-Egan. 2-point conversion here, and they lead 41-14.
Mosel will kick for the Hawks.
So Jack Mosel on to kick, and
Rainford and Ashton Hill are deep to receive.
he spent a little extra time putting it on the tee. But nope.
back to around 10. 15 across 20.
Fumble
Ball's loose, Colman-Egan will
recovered by the Hawks.
So the quick turnaround here for Colman-Egan, and they will get it back with 11:30 to play. Of course, the clock winding as the difference was 35 there earlier on.
Hawks ball
in
on the
game,
fumble
so it will
recovery.
wind.
They'll start on the 28-yard line.
One more thing Colman-Egan kind of playing against here is they already trailing by 27. So 1st and 10, Hawks at the 28-yard line. Back to snap. Mosel going to take it himself, and he got
Mosel keeps it
high
himself.
load after
Short gain on the play.
a gain of around a yard. Got met upstairs
Sawyer
first, got
Nelson
knocked
in
back,
on
and
the
then
stop.
legs taken out. He does end up gaining around a yard.
2nd and 9.
Hawks on a 2nd and 9.
from the Warbird 27. Same look, Jack Mosley from the gun. Receiver right, receiver left. And out of the backfield, and there was nobody there to take the handoff.
Does a good
and
job
Mosley
to keep
just about
control
gave
of
it
the
up.
ball. Taken down for a loss.
He was supposed to give it
The
there,
Hawks
or
moved
Pearson
in
was supposed to
possession.
take it, but just kept on running. Mosley had nowhere to go with it. did, however, hold on to the football. They'll lose about 5 or so and set up third and around 15.
3rd and 15.
Colman-Egan back here at now the 33-yard line of the Warbirds after Wolsey-Wessington fumbled on the kick return after the Colman-Egan touchdown. 41-14 Warbirds, 9:40 to play. Jack Mosel from the gun, and again almost lost it. This time he'll get
Mosel taken down for a loss.
32 Sawyer Nelson, I think, on the sack.
Sawyer Nelson, you credit for the sack.
So they're going to lose here about 10 more. And at least the 4th sack on Mosel. And again, my
4th
stats are kind of
and
incomplete.
long.
So, this is 4th and forever.
4th
They're
down.
up at about the 42. They need around the 18. So about 24 yards. But Nelson almost had him again. Here's a pass over the middle.
Interception.
Intercepted. Picked off around 20, 25, 30, 35 flags are out.
Face mask.
Flags all over the place.
On Jack Mosel.
Harley Roberts
Number
comes away with the interception.
Harley Roberts on the pick.
Now we have the officials sorting out the flags.
So one flag came in towards the end of the run back. One I'm pretty sure is on Jack Mosel as he got a little bit of face mask on his way down there on Roberts. The other one I'm not real sure. That kind of came in right at the end of the run, came from somewhere out towards the middle of the field. So the officials will talk it over and eventually we'll have Warbird football. We're just not exactly sure where. Warbirds are ready with the play call. The defense is ready for Colman-Egan. The officials holding this thing up. Come on, fellas. Of course, I guess it is important they decide where to set the football down. Talking things over. Ball tipped up and intercepted by Harley Roberts, a junior. And crew chief Jeremy James headed over to the sideline here to give us the skinny. Or to talk to the coach. Yeah, they're going to talk to both coaches now before they decide exactly where to go with this. 8:43 to play. 41-14. Wolsey-Wessington in the lead. The Warbirds will have the football here one way or another. It's just a matter of where exactly the ball is going to be placed. And I guess Matt Clark would be the chief for this bunch. And he'll come over now to give us the info.
5-yard face mask.
We have 5-yard face mask on Colman-Egan. That's the climb. And a personal foul against the Wolsey-Wessington.
The interception by Harley Roberts will stand.
And of course they will take that as the
5-yard face mask by the Hawks
stand.
declined and a
So 5-yard
15-yard
face
penalty
mask on Colman-Egan.
assessed against the Warbirds.
And
It'll
15
be first down for Wolsey-Wessington
against
on the
Wolsey-Wessington.
20-yard line.
Warbirds, that was their third 15-yard penalty in the second half. They do, however, get the football back at their own 20.
Right up the middle left.
A pickup of a couple here for Ethan Rurick.
Ethan Rurick on the carry. He gains 4.
Pickup is 4, 2nd and 6. Well, Wolsey-Wessington just try to run the clock out on this one. 8:15 to play. Running clock here tonight as the Warbirds at one point up 41-6. And have changed personnel over completely, as you heard Rurick there.
Second down.
Rurick's going to get the carry again, trying to make
Rurick runs again, this time to the right side. Taken down by Hayden Pearson. No gain on the play. Third down.
So this one will go for no gain. And we'll set up third at around 6 or 7.
Wolsey-Wessington again has completely turned the lineup over here with 7.5 to play. They lead 41-14.
3rd and 7 on the 23-yard line.
And handoff again. Rearick left side, head down, pick up of 2 and 3.
Rearick with another run. This one gains a few yards. 4th down on the way.
5 or so, maybe 4. As Rearick is out across the 25 to around the 26-yard line. So we'll see. Wolsey-Wessington, I assume, will punt here, but 7 minutes to play. 41-14, homecoming Friday. Jace Mosel also assuming they will punt as he is back to return, and they are not. They are going for it.
4th
Also
down.
playing center field.
And they did get,
Flag.
I think they got Colman-Egan to jump offside, so it's going to be close to a first down, if that's the case. And it is.
Penalty is on the
So for
defense.
Colman-Egan, who was penalized 6 times in the first half
And
for
that is
35
enough
yards.
for a Warbird first
They've been
down.
called just twice in the second half, 2 5-yard penalties, but that one hurts. That will move the chains for the hometown Warbirds. Wolsey-Wessington will go 1st and 10, their own 30-yard line. 6:40 and counting to play in this one. It's the Warbirds looking.
First down, Warbirds on the 31.
And 2.
Rearick
Across the
picks
35
up
and down to
7,
38. He'll pick
maybe 8.
up 7 or 8 yards.
He's on 38. So, 3 yards to go.
We'll call it 7, make it 2nd and 2. So Rearick in 4 runs, 14 yards.
Ethan Rearick's
Keeping
gain
things
is
moving
7.
right along for Wolsey-Wessington. Midway point of the
Oh,
fourth
eight,
quarter,
2nd
6
and
minutes
2.
to play. Wolsey-Wessington leading 41-14.
Second string in here, trying to move the chains on a 2nd and 2.
No snap recovered by Roberts.
Just going to have to fall on top.
Loss on the play is about 10.
27.
So that will turn this one into a 3rd and around 12 or 13. After on their own 27 or so, they need the 41-yard line. Harley Roberts in at quarterback here. The starters given a rest on a nice lead.
3rd and 13. Rearick taking down the backfield.
4 carries here and now make it a 5th. This one's going to go for a toss of a couple, and the Warbirds will, I assume, set the punt in here. It's 4th and 15.
4th and 15
And now Jack
for
Wilson will get
Wolsey-Wessington.
to return the punt.
Richmond on the punt.
Richmond on the punt for
Roseville on the return.
Wolsey-Wessington. Jack Mosel around midfield. Kind of a pooch, but it will take a nice Wolsey-Wessington hot go all the way to the
Punt
Colman-Egan
takes a favorable roll for the Warbirds inside the 40 to about the 39.
Colman-Egan will take over 1st
Hawks will
and 10
take
just
over.
inside their own
40 with what could be the final drive of the ball game with 4:20 to play. But remember, that clock is winding, so it only stops on timeouts, injuries, and I think that might be it. Well, scoring, please.
And left decisions.
The officials setting it down here at the 39, and we'll see it.
Hawks ball
Yep, they're going to move the starters in here. Colman-Egan might.
1st and 10
personnel on as well.
on the 39.
back, couple of receivers left, couple right. Carry here for Pearson, trying to make the near corner. He's across the 45.
First down for the Hawks across midfield.
First down.
Pick up about
On the run by Hayden Pearson. Taken down on the 48-yard line
and
for the first down.
territory to the 48. There's Wessington back on the winning track here tonight on a homecoming Friday night. This Wolsey-Wessington team has not picked up a football win since August 25th. They beat Gregory, and then they lost to Parkston, had a week off.
First down.
There, fell to the Smith. Wolverines back on the winning track here as Pearson breaks through the line, but he's going to be
Pearson on the run.
down by the linebacker.
Cooper Hochhalter on the stop. Gain of 1.
And we'll make it second and around 9. Down to 2
Second and 9.
There's a lot of last postgame show coming up. We will have a few more scores